Hello, my loves. I hope that you're doing well. I felt really called to make a reading for the Divine Feminine energies at this time because as many of my subscribers are either healing or balancing their Divine Feminine energy or connect with holding the Divine Feminine polarity in a soul connection. The Sirian alignment, the Lionsgate portal, are triggering and activating Divine Feminine energies very specifically at this time. And for that purpose, I just felt really called to make like a mini collective reading to tap into how this Sirian alignment is working with activating and ascending the Divine Feminine. So first things first, let's talk twins. A lot of Divine Feminines, at least I feel like the Divine Feminines that are kind of riding the same energetic wave that I'm on as a Divine Feminine, have been in the energy of separation. A great number of Divine Feminines have stepped into the process, the energy of acceptance and surrender. And I have personally been identifying with that energy, that stage of this journey for quite some time myself. Recently, I felt like this rubber band snapped backwards, and there's been this really heavy period of shadow energy that the Divine Feminine is really trying to transmute. And so for those of you that identify as the Divine Feminine energy on a twin flame journey, for a lot of you, what's actually happening is this ascended energy that is coming into our collective is triggering and activating the Divine Masculine. In the twin flame community, there's been a lot of discussion this year about this being the year of the Divine Masculine, of the ascendancy of the Divine Masculine. And so for those that carry the Divine Masculine polarity, there's a lot of energy potential all around them that if they align with the right choices, these energies, this can activate and awaken them so that they're participating actively and conscientiously in the journey. Conversely, a lot of Divine Feminines in that surrender energy have been working with and balancing their own Divine Masculine energy. So I don't know about you Feminines, but as soon as I started really getting into that deep cleansing, purging, the transmutation of energy and healing my own masculine energy seated in the solar plexus chakra, I thought that I had a lot of healing to do as a feminine. Getting into healing my own masculine energy, oh my gosh. I don't know about the rest of you, but I almost feel like my own masculine energy is far more wounded and needs much more healing than my Divine Feminine energy did. And the way that this is exchanging energy on the journey is that when you have worked on your Divine Feminine energy, if you're carrying that polarity, and then you ascend to working on your masculine energy, you're exchanging this energy on the soul cords in your twin flame connection. So on this ascension path, we want to get these two energies, these polarities, this duality working together. Because on the twin flame journey, we are on a journey home to union with ourselves, to our tangible, lower dimensional self, being fluidly connected to our higher self 100% of the time. And this is what we're talking about when we're talking about self-union and this alchemy, this healing and balancing of masculine and feminine energies. As such, because there's been a lot of energy invested in the Divine Masculine, in the solar plexus, in the twin flame collective, but then in the bigger picture, in the earth collective as well. There's been a lot of triggering that's been happening, and highly ascended energy is coming in, and it's going to trigger us more. And what is so important to remember is that even if we have been spending a lot of time in our masculine energy, in the solar plexus chakra. Because we're wanting to, be able to balance as we go. We don't want to neglect the feminine energy, especially if we have shifted our focus and done a lot of healing there already. We don't want to quit maintaining that energy. And there's a beautiful personal alchemy that is performed when we are able to use the attributes of our sacral chakra to nurture our consciousness, our emotional body, and our energy through the triggers and shifts when we are in our masculine energy. So we're going to get some messages from the Isis Oracle and clarify them with the Moonchild Tarot. Let's jump right in. So Holy Spirit, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, star family, and ascended masters, please help me tap into the collective divine feminine energy in the earth collective at this time. All divine feminine energy, messages of clarity, healing, and guidance, clarity, confirmation, the highest frequency for the greatest good. Okay, let's see what wants to come out from the Isis Oracle. What collective shifts are coming for the divine feminine with the Lionsgate portal, please? What collective shifts for the divine feminine? And we have 2 messages. All right, let's see what we've got here. First out, we have truths unveiled, revelation of Isis. This coincides very much with the collective ascension energies that I was picking up onto in my Sirian alignment / Lionsgate portal reading. If you haven't checked that out, I suggest that you do. A lot of third eye chakra, a lot of intuitive activation, a lot of truths coming to us with intuitive hits. These are not, these may be things that we cannot prove. There's no evidence of these things, but our intuition and the activation that we feel in our heart chakra and in that trigger center in our gut, a lot of truth being revealed about what's going on, about the path forward, and about maybe what we're needing, and truths about where we're still needing to heal, what we're needing to address, and how we can best do that, okay? A lot of ancestral energy comes through this time of year, especially ancestral divine feminine. So divine feminine ancestors or maternal figures that may have crossed over, sending a lot of energetic support and working as guides during this time. And our next message is life restored. And we have Priestess of the Phoenix. Phoenix energy, Scorpionic energy, Plutonic energy here. Scarab beetle associated with death, rebirth. Because the scarab beetle was actually used in ancient Egypt to clear the flesh from bodies, and in other places to save bones in ossuaries. Ossuaries were very common in the ancient world. But again, this is transformation, taking raw materials, turning them into something else, which is what the scarab does here. And this is Phoenix energy. This is the end of old ways and the ascension of new ones, which coincides very much with that ascension of the divine masculine energy as the theme for 2020. So let's clarify these with the Moonchild Tarot. And I love this tarot deck. A lot of Egyptian iconography. Just really felt called to use it with that Isis Oracle deck. Let's clarify the collective truths unveiled. All right. We have the energy of the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. And what I'm getting is that, again, with this portal, the energy is at its zenith or its pinnacle on August 8th. However, the energy continues through until August 26th, which is the next 8/8 numerologically in the month of August. So a lot of soul searching, a lot of self-reflection, where wisdom and insight is being gained for the divine feminine through the energy of the Sirian alignment and the Lionsgate portal. So again, August 8th through August 26th. And then our next energy, absolutely beautiful here, we have the Six of Wands, which in traditional tarot carries kind of leonine energy here. But look at this beautiful energy of sitting with self and being illuminated here from a place of balance and reflection. And we talk about the Hermit representing reflection. We literally have a person with their reflection right here. Okay, so just really sitting with ourselves and connecting with ourselves, allowing ourselves to, just be present. And this is the best way to be a vessel to connect with your intuitive gifts and any signs or synchronicities or intuitive guidance that the divine or that your spirit guides are trying to bring through. So a lot of revelation in silence, in solitude for the divine feminine coming through. Now let's clarify this life restored, please, for the divine feminine. Lionsgate portal energies, life restored for the divine feminine. Thank you. And we have the Page of Cups. This is a beautiful exploratory energy. And cups, water, the intuitive element. This is literally this portal opening up, being activated. And it's important to mention for the divine feminine, a new moon coincides with the 8/8 Lionsgate portal and the Sirian alignment. So a lot of powerful cosmic and divine energy that amplifies the divine feminine coming into our collective. This is a portal or a rite of passage on this intuitive journey. Many being inducted into sacred. So some of you, really getting in touch, being inducted into like a sisterhood or as a priestess, really getting in touch with the intuitive aspects of the divine feminine aspect of our consciousness, of our sacral chakra. And really connecting with the divine, a lot of activation. And with this being a new moon to full moon cycle, a lot of manifestation and amplification of these energies. Also, again, I recommend you check out the Sirian alignment / Lionsgate portal reading, but a lot of third eye chakra activation and a lot of golds coming in, which are very ascended and enlightened energies. So a lot of deep feminine wisdom, a lot of intuitive understanding, and so a lot of psychic expansion. But this being a page ascends up to being a queen, which is mastering this energy. So a lot of just sitting with yourself and taking this intuitive journey, a journey of the consciousness, far less than any kind of physical journey in terms of your Phoenix rising energy. And then here we have the powerful energy of the Queen of Swords, which is all about mastering discernment. And in terms of ascension energies, this for me suggests really incorporating that third eye chakra energy. Excuse me. And throat chakra energy coming through very, very strong in this reading as well. So this Queen of Swords energy fluidly incorporates intuition with rationality. So this is a level of ascending your consciousness so that you're clear. And with the swords here, this is mastering your truth and mastering your voice. So as you're getting these activations in the other upper chakras, you're probably going to be getting activation to the throat chakra as well, because this is recognizing your divine feminine power, your divine feminine archetype, the salient characteristics of your divine feminine energy. And it's going to be slightly different because we're each a unique expression of the divine. But this is learning how to express yourself and identify yourself by blending your intuitive understanding or psychic knowing with your rational mind and your conscious. And I also think that it's significant and worth mentioning that, oftentimes in the traditional tarot, the archetype of the Queen of Swords is a widow. And the reason for this is because this is a feminine energy that is powerful because it has been forged in adversity and loss, and yet its perseverance and its independence remain intact. So, this is a powerful, potent, discerning, divine feminine energy that is certain of themselves and definitely is comfortable adopting both that masculine or feminine polarity as the situation or the energies may demand. So these are very powerful, very ascended energies. Now, before we wrap up, I do want to show you that the bottom of the deck energy is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about spiritual wisdom, about ascending, about learning traditions. And so you may be reconnecting with this divine feminine ancestral energy, or maybe even for some of you, past life energy and wisdom that you are carrying on a soul level that you are now intuitively connected to, so that you are making decisions and experiencing life from 6 different senses to make all of your decisions and to be present. So I hope that these messages resonate with you. And as always, I am sending you so much healing, love, and light.